Some of you guys seeing 33555. No, 8 5 12 3. A lot of threes, 12 12, 0 1 0 0, 10 10 10. 7 7 7 7, 6 6 6 5 5. Whatever. 29 232 58 12 3. All right. Anyways, 42 43 44. Okay. So what up, everybody? I haven't been on here as much. 55 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 times 4 5 5. What is up with all these numbers? Okay. 5 4. What I saw is cycle 9. Okay, so I'm just telling you my downloads I'm getting from Most High, how I comprehend them, what they mean to me. So, a lot of us messengers and this and that, we get our messages all differently. So if it don't resonate, it don't resonate. If you don't understand, it's fine. Um, Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, share. Another thing I want to say is don't pay attention to numbers, okay? I would say this. You walk into a room, say you got your air on and you put your or thermostat on and you put it on certain degrees. Say it's on I don't know, 72. Say your thermostat's on 72, okay? But you walk in, it's fucking hot as hell. Guys, I'm going to remind everybody right now. If you're on my channel, I built this by myself. I put hours and hours on speaking, okay? Not for clout. It's just to help people with the shit I've been through, the shit I've dealt with, the things I've healed from because I'm real. Okay, I'm like it or get the fuck out because what, if you want to sit in the background, just what a lot of people do, basically soak up energy, which I have to explain this all the time, and you don't reciprocate back, whether it's hitting the like, you know, donating or engaging, you know what I mean? Pay attention. What does the word pay attention mean? Pay attention. So this is my energy speaking. So if you're just here soaking it up, okay, get out. Hit the like because whether you don't like it or not, you're watching me. This is my energy. And the same is going to come back to you. And I don't wish bad on no one. I'm not da 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 da. I'm just trying to teach everybody what's going on. 13 2 3 3. Keep saying 3 3. Okay. So, what I was channeling when if you guys been with me for a while, I get dream messages and stuff. And so, like, I'm piecing them together. I'm just sitting back watching. And when we go through different stages in life, it's kind of like a video game. Why are there 16 people in here and 3 likes? If you do not hit the like, get out because I return that same energy back. Okay? I'm speaking my knowledge, stuff that I've learned, stuff from my life. And if you're just sitting back there, soaking up the energy, can't even hit the like, I mean, thank you. See how that shit drop? Let the beat drop. How are you? That's you. Just another manic Monday. Just another man named Monday. So this is what I was actually channeling. So I had to write down because I was cleaning, I was doing this and that. So first I started doing this. I took because I like dice. So I was like, you know, as I was cleaning stuff today and just like realizing during this week, like a lot of people are going through breakups, closing out cycles, um, shadow work, things that maybe you thought you healed, just other tests just popping up, right? If you guys Hey, I'm going to say this now. This is the last time because Wu Tang ain't nothing to fuck with, and that's what I was channeling, Wu Tang. And I'm gonna explain it right now, and then that's a sword. That's the power of the tongue, right? And everything is everything, right? So if you are in here and do not like the channel, I'm not asking for donations. This is on free. This is free. If you like to donate, it's in my, description box, but I'm just on here speaking, you know, and then I'm out. And that's generational wealth. That's the key. You want the key, that's the key. Okay? But I'm also going to show y'all, everything every freaking everything you do comes back to you and the energy you put out and the intentions. Like I said, I know there ain't that many haters in here. If you're watching my channel, hit the like. And I'm also going to say this too, projection. So, blue moon. What do they say? Blue moon. They want to make everybody just blue. Blue. They would think like sad and stuff, but to me, it represented throat chakra. Speak up. Okay. So they want to speak up on, here's us right here. Here's them. So there's a lot of projection, right? There's a lot of projection going on. There's a lot of, just why the fuck is this happening? It's all an illusion. An illusion. It's all an illusion. Okay, right. Because they want you to be blue. And you notice how they said the full moon was the other day, but it's actually today. It doesn't fucking matter. Because what is time? Time is illusion, stirring your peace. There was no time before, but the only reason they made time is so you can be on time or you're not on time. It's kind of like, you're worried about the past and the future, so you're not able to be present. You're rushing over here, rushing over there. Where the frick are your underwear? Yeah, crack is whack, yo. You know what? You know what's whack? Projection. So I don't give a fuck what. Here's another thing, y'all. I don't give a fuck what anyone does. If you're gonna be able, be able. Just be like, I'm the. Be that bitch. Be fucking dark. But there's no sitting on a fence. You either light or good. But let me remind you, the ones that think like dark, manipulating, mask off. You guys are the weakest link because without the light, what is dark? Y'all just dark. You're just by yourself. You ain't protected, right? No, I don't think so. And plus, we see you. So that's why you guys are like, "Ah, man, I'm just sitting there watching. I'm sitting over here watching. And it's like, people just, I'm just, this is our temple. Our body's our temple. This is our, avatar, what spirit's within us. So if you leave that door open, people are, um, they're letting certain things in now, right? But it's not always that. Not everyone's just like, you have heavens. No, it's just, it could be past stuff, from past relationships, or like growing up, because what, you're a little bit of baby, and then we go through what? Bullies, abuse, abandonment issues, this, that, people trying to steal, take, evil shit, man, right? Everybody's been through some kind of abuse in their life. I don't care who you are, but we signed up for these contracts in the ethers. Yo, you signed yourself up 7-6. Okay, so you signed up. We signed up here because was it universe? We're in a university. So Earth, planet Earth, you have a contract in the ethers saying that you want to come down here and feel a human experience, right? Okay, I don't have any back pain at all. There's no pain in my body. I'll get into that later. What we speak is okay. Just saying, because remember in Latin, what is that? To catch a cold is to catch an energy. It's an energy. It's a frequency, right? All right. Here we go. And oh, just to let you guys know, we're in Gemini season. I'm Gemini, so who gonna stop you, huh? All right. So it's right now. So like, if you were with me for a while, P.S. All my videos are on live. They just on live. And I was getting bombs thrown me everywhere, spiritually, physically, and mentally. I didn't have no one here helping me. I did it by myself. Well, my spirit guides and God, and here, what I built myself, like I said, build your house strong. One, two, three. And that's what I was talking about, the Rubik's Cube. I'm all over. So guys, some of y'all get me, some of y'all won't, but I'm just here for, whoever. Okay, so a Rubik's Cube, because I was thinking this, and we all tend to do it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so but what it was is each chakra. So where do I start? Should I start with the Wu Tang ain't nothing to fuck with, or should I start with the Rubik's? I'm gonna start with the Rubik's Cube. If you want to hear about Wu Tang, I'll tell you that in a minute. Okay. So, anyways, one. Okay, so one. I need that base. That's your root. And I'm seeing 1, 5, 3, 1. That's spread. That's your root chakra. It's all about the base. So that's earth, right? Solid ground. So I'm gonna I'm going to just put up my downloads and what Holy Spirit wants me to speak about. So it could be for you, if not, whatever. Um, but there will be no spell work, there will be no black magic, there will be no projecting hexes, curses on my channel. Okay? Period. It's not allowed. So it's protected and for everyone on here. And so that's another thing what you speak is. And it's a Wu Tang with a RCA. uh we'll get into that in a minute. But it all goes together. Because I was just sitting here. Actually, I was just cleaning my house. I was just going through shit. But blue moon. So in the blue moon, this is a time, this is the end of a cycle. When you see 5, 4, that's 9. That's 9, but it's not 10. So 10 breaks down to 1. 1 is new beginning. So right now, why am I talking like this? Listen to me. I'm trying to help you. Okay. But it's all out of love, you know. But it's very important right now. So this is what I say when I speak to people. And before I used to give out my energy everywhere, you know. And so my lesson I had to learn, it wasn't that I was hurting people. I had to learn to say no and protect my peace and all that. Like the Rubik's Cube, I was mastering. Um, they brought me through real quick. But anyways, not only was my physical health, which I did my whole life, and just the way I am, bah, bah, bah. That, but so someone could work out all they want, they could eat the healthiest food and in the gym they could, bah, but if they're not working on their inner, you could fucking get all the plastic surgery you want. You could be in the gym all day. You could, I get this and everything's da da da. Okay, but what about your spiritual? What about, your mental? We got to balance all of it because remember, this is our house, right? This is everything. So, I mean, I always say like if you could pick 3 superheroes, what would they be? And I listen to people. Mine, I'd be Doctor Strange because if you control time, I don't care how big, how fast, who you are, where you at if you ain't paying attention. And then, Wolverine because he heals quick. And then Aquawoman because she's kind of like Superwoman, but she can go up as above, so below. And both, there's 7 chakras, right? But I'm trying to explain this because like a lot of this, you know, if you guys are new here, I'm thankful for, what I've been through. I'm not gonna, I've been through this and that. Like, yeah, shit ain't easy. But I'm thankful because can't read out the book. And, my life, Wherever I'm at, I could go and I can be here, here, here. I could be anywhere. And I'm able to relate and I felt it, but I've, been in a situation healed. I ain't there's no fear. And I'm that's a good gift. For the like that's the greatest gift. I can communicate with anyone anywhere. you know, anywhere. Because like I say, you could take my eyes away, you could take my ears away, but I feel. um, they put I'm not going to but there's too many downloads in this bitch. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna get back to it. So all my videos on live. I'm trying to explain it because I got new people here too, and it's like there's just a lot. Gemini minds get a think. I make so 9 is not 10, 9 is not 1. So it's basically we can't skip levels, right? It's a video game. Life is a university, kind of like school, kindergarten through college, right? Thank you. I appreciate you too. So, anyways, human, we are spirit. This is a human experience. It's just our meat bodies. Anyways, guys, I'm not going to go back and forth and don't try to use confusion, distractions on here because you can go all the way back. You can ask my people that's been with me for a long time. They used to be like, you know what I mean? And that's basically how these people are skinwalkers or just whatever these people are. Like, I'll just be sitting there and they're like, they remind me of a little kid or like, like right in your face. I'm just sitting here, not bothering nobody. I'm just chilling. But I'm like, I see y'all from a mile away. Y'all, the shit, there is no fear. Fear of what? What is there a fear of? We're demon. Who gives a fuck? Demons are mad. Mm-mm. I ain't scared no bitches, okay? So they can in my face all they want. I don't care. But do you know what? I forgot to post this the other day, but what do I say all the time? You want to kill a demon or, a bad habit or something? Here's what you do. Here's two. If you're on here, you know what? Put a green check mark and I'll tell you how to kill that shit instantly. And there's two ways. I'm gonna tell you 1,000 ways to kill. I'm gonna tell you right now. It says 12, 12. So if I can't get 12 check marks in here, then I'm just gonna sit. And I'm not look, I'm not I'm better than nobody. No, I'm me. I'm constantly learning every day. I'm humble and there's something to gain in humility, but I'm thankful and I'm glad God gave me this position to help others because I'm here to help you guys grow. I want to see you guys do good, feel loved, protected, abundant. And how come Julius is the only one to put a green check mark? Okay, I guess I'll sit. I'm trying to help you guys, okay? So I don't understand. Oh wait. You know, 2012. You know what he wrote. But here's what it is. What's all that shit in your brain? And that's what I say. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Okay, so here's what I said. It's Wu-Tang. I kept channeling that after I was doing the chakras. So I guess we're gonna go backwards. I'm gonna get you removed. Anyone here hexing, curses, cursing, doing black magic, projecting. I rebuke it and I return back to sender and I block it instantly. This is something I've built because God gave me this job and it's the guy within me. So if you got a problem, you can talk to him. Okay. And if you don't believe in God, I mean, you don't believe in universal law. That karma, that hit back's come, and I don't even give a fuck about anyone. I don't care. If I blocked, look, I've blocked everyone in my life, and guys, this is happening right now. People are going through breakups, or just closing cycles, or shit. This moon. Some people might be emotional, or just like realizations, like fine tuning. You know what I mean? So 1613, 252 568 2041. Anyways, fine tuning, because when they say revelations, and why does the number 54 remind me of R? So revelations. Hey baby. Wow. I don't know. Can someone look up the real meaning of revelations in Latin dictionary? Revelations. But anyways, it's the end of a cycle. So you then go on the hamster wheel again and keep going, because world's teachings are false. So you know we're in this world, not of it. So, but that's where the chakras come in, balancing them all. The earthly. I'm going to say this again, 13 13 4 4. Anyone on here hexing, cursing, you're not allowed in here. And I'm not, we don't fight by flesh and blood, but by spirit. Okay, so Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. And here's what it is. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Revelation. It is, because it's like you go through death and rebirth, or otherwise stay on hamster wheel, and it ain't none of our problems. So be careful. You're gonna notice people mask off, mask off, mask off, mask off. You stink. People are just telling on you. They're just telling on themselves. Hello, we're just guys. Thank you for coming in here, because we just called you out at the beginning of the video. They're projecting because y'all squirming. You know, you leave your house, you leave your door open, meaning your body's your temple. You leave your door open to the wrong shit, entities are gonna jump in and out of you. So basically, you want to be a skinwalker? You can sell your soul to be a skinwalker? Huh? Or you can build yourself strong. One, two, three. It's three little pigs. My house built of bricks. You can't come in here. So you get all you want. Bitch. Yeah, I'm unbreakable. But hey, shit ain't easy. It means to thank you. But some of you guys need to protect your crown. To unveil, uncover. I'm good. How are you guys? So messages are, and you know me, I'm all over. Especially when I haven't been on here as much. Relation means to unveil, uncover. Oh wait. Revolution. Revelation. Ooh. Some of you guys could. Thank you. Los Angeles, California. No, I didn't. That's okay. So, anyways, and guys, this is another thing when people come on here and they're trying to. So you might be dealing. Thank you, Poland. So there might be a lot of people trying to distract you. See, I feel like I rebuke that and return it back. Angel Raphael, Angel Michael, block it. Thank you. It's time to speak up. So when I saw blue moon, so they're trying to make people blue. Self-realization, or people coming up bringing stuff up, or projecting, or trying to start chaos and stuff. No. So I'm gonna counter that blue moon, because there ain't nothing to be said about. Maybe we need to speak up. So they're trying to block the throat chakra. No one asks your opinion, and the opinions of others don't matter, bitch. So I suggest you find another hobby besides, trolling on the internet, because that's a troll on the internet means you're sad, you're insecure, you have no creativity, you just trying to soak up energy, you're an energy vampire, and I call my power back. And anyone who tries to attack me or the collective or any of the light, you pay us with money. and material wealth. Two, that's Venus. V. We speak that. Anytime anyone projects, anyone throws, anyone, you got to go. And that's the truth. So here's how you kill a demon. You dress that bitch and you speak to it. Bitch, I see you. And you got to go. Or what do you do to a parasite or a demon? Hmm? You starve that hoe. Starve it. Kill it. Starve it to death. You either starve it to death, you ignore it, it don't exist. Whether you created them, right? Or you haven't healed from past trauma, past things, right? Your insecurities, which you thought you got over, but they're popping up right now because they're retrograde and da 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 and all the frequencies and the shit. You guys probably got weird shit popping up your phone, like what the fuck is this? And you know what I mean? They're just playing with all that stuff. You can call me Britney Spears too. Man, talented. All those people. You know? It's crazy how people want to sit there and talk shit about people, you know, but yet they're performers. You're watching them. You're taking their energy, and you guys laugh and make fun because the illusion. And here's the crazy thing too. It's not even crazy. Let's keep it real because it happens. It's happening all over. It happened to me. People trying to come against your character, trying to project what you guys are doing. Not you guys, but low frequency, the hoes. I want to play in the dark. Okay, time's up. We see. Okay, so they want to come against your character. They want to project themselves onto you, right? Because they're weak. They don't want to heal. They want to just stay in, I'm just comfortable. I'm just comfortable here. There's a fire and like, I'm fine. What's that thing? And like the dog's sitting there, it's like, I'm fine. So, but all performers, what do they do? Contracts, making money. Look at Prince. Look at Britney Spears. Look at all them. Michael Jackson, abused, abused. So basically, let me get to this. I'm gonna get down to that too. Because when they, why do you think thank you. Hold, I'm about to break this shit down. Birth charts. Um, why do you think in churches, and I'll get to that in a minute. Tarot's bad, psychic's bad. No, my intuition, our abilities heighten, our gifts heighten, okay? And if you had those gifts and you use them for bad, they're getting stripped away. So it's kind of like if you're a kid and you're just fucking shit. Bitch, I'm taking you, you're grounded, I'm taking your gifts away. You don't get a gold step. Okay. But those of you 15, 15, 6, 6, 27, 28, 259, 564. Anyways, 10, 5, 5, 5, 5. I said 20 divided by 4 is 4 fives. We're right here now. So, anyways, what I'm saying, 24, if you don't understand, you're not on my frequency. And this is why they say equally yoked, because if you're not on the same frequency, all y'all guys, the trolls and the people with attachments that don't want to do anything, all they hear is blah, blah, blah. And that's fine. Blah, blah, blah. We ain't on the same frequency. You looking for, I don't know. We're in Tower, what is that? The Tower of Babel, the Tower of Ego. We just ain't on the same frequency. I'm trying to tell you something, but you ain't hearing, but you ain't listening. That's cool. Thank you. You go over there. You go this way. I go that way. But, I'm not going to argue when you're on a higher frequency. I'm not going to argue who I am, because I know who I am. What does the I am mean? The God in you, I know who I am. And that's why people try to project onto you. They don't know who they are, or they know they're a piece of shit. So they don't feel comfortable, that their spirit within them does not feel comfortable around you. And that person, is so and when I say this too, it's like back to the Rubik's Cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. you know um you will not understand if you won't understand if you just don't understand. It's but I was speaking, I just got so much going on. One thing, oh, I was gonna talk about weekend plan, but I was gonna say this too. You know what I mean? So Quit having all the people having pity parties, projecting. Guys, hit the like or get the fuck out. You're not allowed to be in here, without hitting the like. I don't get paid from it. And actually, I don't even know. My phone got fucked up, so I don't get paid off the views or anything. If anyone donates, it goes straight to my Cash App. My phone's like they it don't fucking matter. So I get paid, I don't get paid. This is just to help y'all. This is my energy. So I hope that you hit the like, so the message, if it can help someone else, it gets out there. If you're sitting in the background soaking up my energy, I'm gonna return that same back to you. That same energy goes back to you. That's how universal law works. I'm not doing readings. I'm just, getting channel message. So to whoever, I might come back on here, but I'm just gonna speak what I gotta speak. I'll do readings eventually, maybe again. So, but anyways, I was getting all ears. So if you're just for training, so say you're working out every day, or you're just focused. What do we hear all the time? I gotta go to work. I gotta get this money. I'm always focused, man. Um, so and I always come back to it. My body is a vessel, for the most high. So I will always get the message out one way or another, right? Stay focused. Did you forget you're the lottery? You are the lottery? Because you know what? Everyone's like, hi, baby. You know, we're in this world now of it. So if you're just working, let me start back to the basics. Okay, I'm just gonna start here. I wanted something about the weather. Yeah, so there's so much I want to tell you guys because it's just so much. And I know, like, yeah, in 24 hours, the shit's about to backfire. And what I started off at the beginning of the video is don't pay attention to numbers. If you walked into a house and you have say you put it on, your thing on 72, right? And you walk in there and you're like, holy fuck, it feels like it's, yeah, my feminine and masculine side is balanced. Yeah, I'm fully aligned. Thank you for asking. Um, are you gonna look at the numbers and be like, you know what? It says it's the right weather in here, but it's fucking hot. I'm dying, but because that says, you know, if I, but the easiest shit that we learn, they're all jumping off a bridge. You're gonna, they're all doing it. Are you gonna do it? Everyone's jumping off a bridge. You know, are you gonna do it just because they're doing it? That's wake up. So, anyways, heat and repeat. We're on a boat. Who fell off? Yeah. So you got Pete and repeat. You got fucking repeat on the boat. 3316, 33366. Yeah. So we got energy vampire. He's trying to pull you back down from the mountain you already climbed. No. No contact is your protection. It's a go. So they're constipated and crabby. Here, here, here. Right? So yeah, it's a fated event. Message from the Most High. And I don't even judge because here's the thing. When was slavery? Like, when was the Christianity? A lot of these religions were invented, is that the word? Made during like slavery times, and they switch this and that. Man, fuck all y'all hoes. I'm gonna say this right now. The world is changing. It's time to speak up. Oh, Blue Moon? It's throat chakra moon. It's time to speak up. Acting like you know anything. You're brain dead. Nobody asks your opinion. Copycat. You ain't even got a brain. You're just a copycat. You trying to You don't even you get no make your own channel. Okay, so anyways, it's time to keep going. So covens, organizations, something about the West Coast. I was channeling California. See, I'm just gonna read what I wrote. Something is done and finished, guys. Soon someone new is coming into your life and mastering self-love. So maybe it's a new you, right? Blue moon? What the fuck was I said over that? Or things that made you sad. So they're trying to lower your frequency. They're trying to, you know, your phone has a chip, you're tracked. Everything is seen, right? Frequency. They're playing with it. What do you feed your body? What do you feed your mind, body, soul, spirit? And that's I don't know how you guys still think tiptoeing in my Jordans. Anyway, mastering self love because once you do that, once you do that, you're gonna master yourself. Hmm? Mental, physically, emotionally, spiritually. This is your house. Because I don't care if you have trillions and millions of dollars, if you aren't spiritually aware, because AKA we are all spirit and we deal with spirits all day. So you're just gonna tell me, okay, that's good. You're abundant materially on this world, but you know how quick that shit could get wiped away if you ain't strapped up. If you ain't got your guns, if you ain't got your armor on spiritually, and you're just walking out there. So basically, you just walking around spiritually naked. And then you come home and you're just like, oh my God, I don't know what happened. Put your armor on, man. Put your suit on. Do you remember, it's like X-Men. Well, he made the school for like anyways. Yeah, you learn how to use your gifts. Learn who you are, right? We all are the gifts, and like I said, but they will get stripped away if they're not used correctly, and that's what it is. And everything with intentions behind, and karmic debt must be paid. This is channel message through my spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Okay, so I'm just gonna speak what it says. If you don't like it, don't sit here. 3316. No one asked you. Okay. Thank you. So, oh, I had to write down. So, some of you guys right here, protect your crown chakra, and don't be so quick to react. Make head over heart decisions. There's gonna be a lot going on this week. Trust your intuition. Twist in unexpected turns. Natural alchemist. Something about the 90s. Pay attention to your food and drink. So pay attention what you're putting into your body physically, mentally, emotionally, all of that. Kind of just sit back and watch is what I'm getting. 333, keep saying don't worry about shit. Don't start no shit won't. Okay, so like I said, unconditional love is quiet. Go heal. Um, so it could be with family. It could be you guys could be in a relationship, or I see a lot of people going through breakups. And I see a lot of something about Saz channeling CAAA. Yeah, shit's getting serious. So what I was saying about nine is like a revelations. So revelation, so it's a death and rebirth. You either stay in the past and you keep going on the hamster wheel, right? Round and round and round, right? Or some get small shit. Clean your house. So you keep going round and round and doing the same shit. Hmm? Uneducated, you know, you might think it's okay for now, but there's about to be an earthquake. And when I say that, because right, you keep going here or you step up. Like fuck that. when you're here, we're not searching, when people hoard stuff, they're scared of losing something, right? So in hanging on to a relationship, look, and I had to heal through all this stuff too, right? I had to understand, you know, we grow up and we deal with this and that and bullshit. Like I say, we're born this world like innocent little bitty babies, all of us. What do we all want? To be healthy, safe, protected, loved, right? Abundant, happy, doing what we love to do. All of us, including all demons in the back row, right? Right? Isn't that what everyone wants? Instead of having internal struggles, just demons popping in and out, hmm? Dealing with some bullshit, struggling here and there and everywhere. Jesus heals. Here comes the religious people with the fake accounts. You know what Jesus, Christ-like consciousness, he was a prophet. He was a messenger. And what normally happened to them? They want to sacrifice him. Everyone betrayed him, spit on him, blah, blah, blah. Right? Shit. He made his own damn shoes. Christ-like consciousness, that spirit was within him, right? But yeah, and this is crazy what I said. Why would they sacrifice him? The people of the churches, which they created that, you know, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not doing that today. Um, but then they nail him to a cross and put him on the church and worship them. And actually, there was no J's back then. There were Y's. Yeshua. So, and he was black. So I mean, A A E A I O U. Why the fuck did I didn't do my own research? Do you believe in magic? Okay, so here's what I'm going to read. Okay. The term of Wu Tang, the most famous, refers to New York hip hop collective Wu Tang Clan. Wu Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. Did I skip a page? 21. So, anyways, okay, I'm keep reading. The name has I'm trying to read my handwriting. Do you have any questions? No, I'm the teacher. I'm the teacher. You're the student. What is that? You're the DJ. I'm the rapper. The term Wu-Tang most famously refers to New York hip hop collective Wu-Tang Clan. The name has multiple, I don't know what I wrote, and intercounted meanings rooted in martial arts. If you can say it better, read it better, tell me. I try to write it down because I have this phone. It's a whatever. Why I'm explaining, I don't know. I don't care. I'm walking around my underwear. Okay, so rooted in martial arts cinema. Hey, baby. Uh, TAOIST, Graphy Street Philosophy, Martial Arts, Origin, Founding Members, RZA, Raza, and Old Dirty Bastard chose the name after being inspired by the 1983 Kung Fu movies. Hey? Shadalone and Wu Tang in the context of martial arts films. 1. The sword of style. Wu Tang represents a highly disciplined, powerful sword of style. And that's what I was saying about the moon. Blue moon. But the blue represents, throat chakra. We're in Gemini season. It's time to speak up. It's time to build communities. If people ain't doing shit, we're supposed to do it ourselves. Get the people to do it. Okay? So number 2, the hip hop parallel. The group adapted this Gary whatever as a metaphor for the lyrical skills, viewing their tongues as swords and the rhymes as sharp. And I don't know what that word is. Um, integrate frequencies. The background and blah, blah, blah. Acronym meetings. After choosing the name, the group created several background the word back, ON, why Look, I'm self-taught. Okay, acronyms formed from an already existing word. Witty, unpredictable, talent, and natural game. The most famous acronym. We usually take all N as garments. An early street acronym. What are you motherfuckers doing after this? Psh, don't worry about it. One daughter, a Gemini, the other a Cancer. Wisdom of the universe and the truth of Allah. Oh, snap. We usually take all in as garments, an early street acronym. Wisdom of the universe and the truth of Allah for the nation of God's trying into 5% nation street. I'm just look, this is what it said. I have to write it down after I looked it up because I was getting chance. I like boom, boom, boom. Philosophy, the street slang. The group also established an international phrase to explain their identity, the Wu Tang way. The Tang is a slang. This means that Wu represents the spiritual path, while and lifestyle, Tang represents the sharp dialect, rhyme, delivery. The original Chinese roots. The movie itself derived from the Wu Dang Mountains, Wu Shane, and who look, you say these words. 3321 is a deeply sacred, I don't know this word, Taoist mountain range, famous for being the birthplace for international martial arts like Tai Chi. In Chinese martial arts culture, Wu Dang represents international balance, fluid power, and spiritual tranquility, qualities the group admire, adapt into their street philosophy. And then yeah, that word, I don't know what that is. Then the tang in the own drink. Then I was like, boom, right here. I kept getting AA3AC, so I looked up AAC. So the FCC won't let me be, but then I looked it up because I have no idea. So, anyways, hey, all aluminum alloy conductor, which is a high strength cable used in overhead power transmission distribution lines, aka several organizations, electrical engineering. All aluminum alloy conductor. These are the overhead cables are made from high strength aluminum, magnesium, silicone, alloy, typically the 6201 dash grade. What up from India? They're specifically designed to offer a better strength to weight ratio and higher corrosion resistance rather than standard pure aluminum cables, making them ideal for coastal industrial environments. Angel Raphael. Number two, organizations and associations, American associations of the aesthetic say it with the list, aesthetic surgery centers. I'm trying to get through this quick, man. I had some talk about privately. Okay, text me like, what up from England? I'm from over here, and I'm about an hour from Chicago. England, some Team Crumpets. A medical association regulating and I don't know where I put. I don't even know what. Can y'all read this? Like this ghetto. I was writing like this. Jonathan, did you cry when Queen Elizabeth passed away? My cousin's home, England. Are you guys fighting out here? Tea and crumpets. I looked up crumpets. They look like English muffins. Maybe y'all need to do a tea and crumpet week. They look good. Anyways, a medical association regulating and I don't know what word I wrote. Okay. Cosmetic surgery centers. Army Air Humiliation company, a historical or active military logistics ordnance designation. It's all coming together. If you guys, if I'm not boring, 21, 22, 3, 2, 1, 5, 5, 0, 50, 11, Australia, automotive, biscuits are cookies in UK. There was a bitch from UK the other day. I'm from the UK. Look, I ain't got nothing wrong with the UK. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what color you are, where you're from, here, there, anywhere. You fuck with me, you bother my spirit. I'm gonna rebuke your ass. I think crumpets are crackers. No, they're like Jonathan's not nonsense. Crumpets are like English muffins. Google them. I read as well as I write. Hey, at least I'm doing it. What are you doing besides trolling? Anyways, I'm gonna read with a lisp all day. You're the one watching it. Hit the like. Thank you. I'm not what you call a royalist. Some English are and aren't. I don't know. Australia Automotive Association Club. Used broadly in regional automotive and tourist context. Number 3, computing, technology, accounting, and charging. In extension of the, I read energy, of the framework, standard AA security framework and telecommunications networking, adding charging for data tracking. I got 4 and billing purposes. Cause you wanna be royal, you wanna be royals? 30, 22, 34, 7, 7, 8. Oh, okay. I don't there's not gonna be any currency pretty soon. Because what good is currency if you this is where I was coming from. If you okay, so you can have all the money in the world, but if you ain't got no spiritual currency, mm, physically, mentally, emotionally, all your chakras, who align, Rubik's Cube. If you ain't locked into all of them, what good are you? You can get you can get buried alive, wanted, dead. That's what then they try to steal because they can't fill their box because they ain't got their and you know what? You ain't gonna get there. It's like when you start a business, this is your house. It's gotta be built. But you let people take bricks away. You let people, blah blah blah, just come in your life, make excuses for some bitch. Well, you know what I mean? Whatever, this person, place, thing that's stealing, taking bricks from your house, which this is your body. Your body's a temple, right? But basically, this is your house, right? So what you pour into yourself, they can't take a break, but you will get tested, right? You know what I mean? They're gonna try to come back and knock on your door, but if it's built bricks, bitch, I'm just straight up can't touch this, right? So, anyways, your house. So what I'm saying is these people who try to control things, they have no spiritual authority, just because they have money and they try to now we can have spiritual authority, we can have money, we can have when this is all full, we can have generational wealth in every area of our life. What I'm saying is, but when I'm speaking about, the stuff like this over here, like what's going on in the world, you know, it's time to they try to keep you in a lower frequency, make you feel like you can't have this, you can't. Said who? Said who? Because everything I work on in every area of my life, you can copy it all day you want, but you know what? What's mine is mine will always be, and it's straight from me. I'm the plug. I'm my own plug. There is only one me, just like there's only one you, guys. So this is what it is right now. That some of you guys could be getting a lot of downloads. You can be getting dream messages. You guys are going through stuff because they want to keep you in your beds. They want to keep you. Oh, I can't do this. I keep you distracted. No, right now is like you're gonna be going through a lot this week. I feel like boom, 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 seven stages. This is what it is. It's all about that base, about that root chakra that's you, you know? Quit worrying about other people, quit blaming other people, quit. Ain't nobody, it's just build yourself. When we made our contracts in the ether, when, we chose to come to Earth, university, Earth school, have a human experience, when boom, came down here and like, this is what you wanted to feel, fear, you wanted to feel, how to build from the ground up. So I don't care what color you are. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what kind of family you came from. Let the towers drop. The Tower of Babel, the Tower of Eagle, let it drop. Okay? Because it's either you have good intentions or bad intentions. And they all come out because that's within you. So you can put plastic surgery all over your body. All over. You can just go to the gym. You can buy, you know, all the stuff. But if you empty in here, if you're evil, if you got, when that's sickness or disease, that's a sickness, and that actually causes sickness. And we can get into that, and I'll talk about that too. They thought they shut me up, but no. And that's why I said don't pay attention to numbers, especially on here, because what do they want to do? Shut you up. They don't want truth getting out there. Hey, it's getting out there. So it's time to speak up. But anyways, what was I speaking about? You've been paying good. Yes, tap in. Just trying to get you to tap out. Bitch, I'm tapping in. Can you tap in? Because we came down here to build, build ourselves. We wanted to feel that, you know, the ground up. To feel, how it feels to be human. Numbers are everything. Numbers, numbers, numbers. So anyways, they play with numbers, everything numbers, number over here, number over there. Fuck your numbers. My numbers don't evaluate to your numbers. Like the Matrix. What side are you on? Like I think I seen like part of that movie. I never watched the whole, but I see numbers. So like if say you're standing in front of a mirror here, like, and this is what it is, when people are learning. So say you're here and here, and then this person sees 45 right here, but this person sees 54. The numbers are off and you're not aligned. So when you say equally yoked, you're not on the same frequency. You might cross paths. Is it either to learn a lesson or actually when it stops here and you're both on the same frequency, you know? So it just depends. But we ain't no race. We're not in competition with nobody. Like you get those people like, hey guys, I don't do religion. You know, we all down here, we all got different gifts, and the tools that are in front of us, is how you use them. You use them good intentions, bad intentions. What are you protecting? What are you doing? I mean, that's a lot of shit to cover right now. It is 3-3. I kept saying 3-3. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. The conversation got my, what are we talking about? 37:29. Why is that's enough? Hit the like. I don't get paid off this. Like I said, I told you I lost my. I gotta figure that shit out. I'm not good with computer stuff. That's why I'm going live, but I don't get paid off this. But hit the like. That's energetically. Everything is. I'm so done. Anyway, where was I at? So it's balancing all chakras, okay? If you're just focused on work, right? Which we get a lot of people, I don't have time to go to the gym. Psst, right? They don't have time to go to the gym. So what good is working? Or, if you're a parent or if you're with anybody, what good are you for yourself if you're not eating healthy, if you're not strong? So your body's just going to shit because you just have to You're just working 24/7. We have to work, right? We got to. But, and we're all guilty of this. So if anyone's like, I don't know what you're talking about, I got everything, then good for you, man. You know everything. Anyways, but you know what you guys shouldn't do? You shouldn't hex, curse, or project. Just say, don't be a hoe to that. They're just a mole for the underground. But anyways, let's get into it. So you want to be a bad bitch? You want to be a bad dude? You master yourself in all areas here, because what you pour into yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, no one can take that from you. Spiritually. And spiritually, when you're with the Most High, love is the highest frequency. That's God. Why do you think they're trying to take everything that you love from the time you're born? They're just trying to poke at your heart. You know why? Because that's the strongest frequency. So once you heal that and you just pour it all into yourself, and you know what, you're thankful. And how do you do that? Because a lot of you guys are laying in your bed watching something. You guys having to get up and shower. Go clean your house. Remind yourself where you came from and what you've been through. So why the fuck would you boo-hoo over some bullshit? What we speak is, when you walk outside or when you wake up in the morning or when you hex and curse yourself, right? Because people who hex and curse others, they're doing it to themselves. Otherwise, that shit wouldn't even leave their mouth. You understand? I finally figured out why all the haters hate because I'm down with my son. They ain't. Thank you. 4033. Y'all musicians, have a list, are above 40, still behave like a teenager. Ha ha. Matthew, Texas has the coolest. Hello, everybody, Mr. Roboto. Don't pay attention to numbers, because actually the real prophets and stuff, they, I don't give a fuck about a number. You could take your number and shove it. I know who the fuck I am. So what is I am? I know who I am. So if I know who I am, you know, there will be no projections. There'll be no hexing. There'll be no cursing. I am, right? So that's these are all things that I had to learn. I had to go through. And I'll say it again, because those of you new out here, listen in the background, you're scrolling, you're having a bad day, so you want to project on other people, right? Don't judge a book by its cover. Hmm? You don't know what anybody's been through, what they healed from, okay? And it's saying a fucking contest. So if you see someone who built something on their own, go back and look at my videos, hours and hours and hours and hours, right? On here for my haters, because what I say, they can't sit at the table with me. But I'm also still giving you generational wealth, which is knowledge. Things that I can't just read out the books because they manipulate books, but there's very many good books. But actually, if you took all the books away, who wrote these books? And that wisdom is within, right? So the more you declutter and clean house, which is, here, your vessel, the more abundant, the more strong, the more unbreakable, the more unshakable. So basically, the people out there projecting and manipulating and doing all this weird shit, y'all weak. Hmm? You don't have the strength to build. So you want to try to like steal a brick from someone else and run away with it, and then try to come back with like, here, I got this brick for you. Can I come to your house? I'm cold. No. Mm-mm. No, you can't. Because we built it by ourselves. But you guys are laughing and, look at them, la la la. We don't care. But here's the whole thing with, tarot and this and that. So every tool that we have on this earth, right? It can either strengthen or weaken you, just like the power of the tongue. Like when I say Wu Tang, your sword is your tongue. So what are you going to use your sword? It's the sharpest muscle. It says it has the power to kill, or, to bring life. So what are you doing? Are you giving life to yourself, what you speak every day, your brain? and that comes out, hmm, and to others. So if you're hexing and cursing other people, that means you're constantly hexing, cursing yourself and your bloodline and everything about you. I mean, we see you, right? Like I said, I'm not here to start no trouble. I just came to support. I'm just sharing stuff that I've been through, and I felt it. I felt it. I'm still constantly learning every day. Just like training in the gym, we have to train our brain, because if we don't train our brain, ain't nobody gonna get you. No one's gonna get you up like this and arms, legs, walk, walk, walk. Could have worked for you. Deal with the everyday shit for you. Hmm? You got to. I mean, people put their mask on, they don't want to do it. So then, wake up. It's time to wake up, people. Do you want full control of your life, or do you just want to be a skinwalker, or basically just anyone could you might as well just leave your front door open, unlocked, open, fully open. Who gives a fuck what you got? But that's what you're doing to your body. So why do you give a fuck? I don't care if people are hopping on one foot, doing rituals, voodoo, black mat, whatever, all that evil shit. When when you put your full armor on every day, when you're constantly, they want to do rituals, they can't fuck with someone who, what is a ritual? Something that you do every day, and knowing who you are, strong mind, body, soul, spirit, everything, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. That's a brick house. You can't come over in here. Back up, fool. you know? Quit worrying about what they did, the people in the past. Yeah, they did that. So you can either be a bitch like them and be angry and mad and have a pity party, or like that's disgusting. I ain't got time for that. 1-800 cut that done. Poof, they're gone. How do you kill a demon? Two ways. You address it, you look it straight in the eye and headbutt that bitch, address it, using your throat chakra and knowing your authority and moving on. Or you starve that hoe, right? 1, 2. That's all. What is for you will always be. It will always be. And can't life is a game. It really is. You know, but they have no control. People who want the most control have no control. You have control of your own life. People that don't have control of their own life, they try to what? Project onto others, try to control them, because it's, you know, cord cutting Monday. Oh, snap. Hold on a second. I ain't scared no demon. They a bunch of bitches. It's like you're just sitting there, just walking up to you like a look, like, I'm like, move, go. You've been warned. See, oh, you're just popping bodies. Yeah. Like, y'all look dumb. I've seen them all. I had a conversation with the devil himself 3, 4 times. Who gives a fuck? I am energy. People are weird. So, confirmation, you guys, the jackpot is you. We are. This is constant spiritually battle. But when you build your house strong, yeah, you know, and it's like when I'm on YouTube, guys, and anyone's on here, it's like you got a big anyone could just go on here. So there's those of us, a lot of you guys are healing. You know this stuff. I mean, we all are. Nobody perfect. We're growing and learning together, but strong community, and that's when we're supposed to step in and help each other. Hmm? You see somebody who needs something, how about we all chip in and go fix it or help? Hmm? Imagine that. instead of rip people down or ha ha. Like, remember when I don't care who the fuck you are. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now. Yeah, let me just tell you. Don't look at my nail. It's time to do shadow work. You know what karma is, and it's sitting right now. What you put out comes back. We are protected. This is the end. Revelations, y'all. It's all an illusion, Ed. The dark one. There's been one. We are the gun. That's right. Okay. So expect the unexpected. Everybody's under judgment by the Most High. Okay. Mhm. I know I'm wrestling nobody. This ain't a competition. Yeah, God. I don't do politics. We are not the same. Okay. So it's about to end really bad. Yeah, something's done and finished. Let's face it, they can't replace it. Thieves. It could be emotionally, spiritually, anyone trying to black you with you know, wanting something out of it. Hmm? So anyways, Texas 343 is same here. Trust your intuition. Your soul tribe's coming in. Okay. So everyone's been coming in this week too aggressive. You know what I mean? Oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't do that. Do you remember? They just want you to forget what they did. No, we remembered. We're not holding any grudges, but you stay over there, right? So that's backfiring for them, being too aggressive, trying to come in, and could have been it's karmic lesson. So who am I gonna arm wrestle? Not doing it. You guys are, I said, ascending confirmation. Hmm? So, oh no, there's a play from Himalaya. No one gives a. Nobody wants a hoe for y'all better wrap that shit. Like, you better just get the whole surroundings. Thank you. uh, I'm not arm wrestling. Would you like an airplane ride? Knowledge from God. Oh, that's what I was getting. So some of you guys could be having stomach issues. And I was thinking about it because I'm like, damn, my stomach's been hurting lately. Bloated. What? Because it was soaking up energy. And I looked it up because when my mom came around, I had blocked her. She's in a park. And like certain people from my past, like my stomach would always hurt. Airplane rides are free. Hector, I'm becoming a vegan after that statement. What did Hector say? Where the fuck is. What did Hector say? Oops. Anyways, he's shitting blood and peeing blood. Hector. Quit letting people get in the doors, access to all the doors. Dropping a deuce. Yeah, you just dropped some shit off. It could be a person, place, thing, or maybe you just had to clean. You remember in Egyptian times, they just shit around certain ascensions and cycles? You're getting rid of cleaning house, getting rid. No, Why am I talking like this? 'Cause I haven't stopped talking. We on the weird side of YouTube now. Everything's weird. Um, my stomach hurt. My mom came and stayed with me like for a couple weeks, like when I lived at my other house. When I tell you my stuff, like it hurt. You know how your stomach hurts so bad you can't even suck it in? I was out there coaching, training, I was sweating. There's no reason. And then I always make a joke. I'm like, my mom's like, when I was a kid, she's like, you always have me because you're constantly gaslighting me. Surrounded by narcissists my whole life. But then I looked it up when I was making the Rubik's Cube. And that was number, dang, where did I write it? Was it solar plexus? Let me look it up. But it has something to do with your psychic abilities and like, for soaking up energy. So a lot of you guys, are sensitive to energies and stuff like that. I'm Shiva, Lord Shiva, the Earth Angel. 4449. Lord Shiva. Um, so anyways, I started feeling again. Oh, when I was little, my mom's like, "You always had gas." I said, "Yeah, because you're always gaslighting me," and I'm just soaking it up. But I looked it up. Okay, my Gemini's, Gemini, and I haven't been on here. I got too much stuff I want to tell you guys. But pay attention to your dreams. But anyways, which one? Okay, so the solar plex chakra is number 3. They should have never gave you tried to sacrifice and choice on. Why not Hawaii? Aloha. The solar plex chakra is located between the navel area, just below the rib cage. It represents power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. The energy center where your emotions and feelings are recorded. This chakra is associated with inner feelings, clairsentience, which is the major psychic reception area. To balance the chakra, you may want to try yoga, dance, and movement, or breath work with color. In addition, be aware of people who drain your energy. Workshops and classes and focus on empowerment will help you open and harmonize this area. 1-800, we don't give a fuck about them hoes. What are hoes? Just people digging in dirt. They just come in with their shoes and all full of dirt and just walking around. They just mudding your shit up. Your brain, your time, your energy. Why am I talking like this? They're in the background. Call back your energy and power like I do. I always do. What's mine is mine will always be. They can't have it. When you're on a higher frequency, like I said, we're just gonna watch. They can't touch you. We see y'all. That's what I'm saying. They're coming up like this. Like literally, I was sitting there last week at work. I'm like, I just need to sit here for a second. I'm like, "Bzz." Everyone's cold. I'm hot. I'm like, this is fucking. I'm sitting here transmitting the energy. I'm like, I need to sit down. Every single person that walked past me had to be all up in my face. I'm like, oh, here comes the trickster. Here comes the fucking narcissist. Here comes the projector. Here comes, bitch. I see from all, and they had to be all up in my face like this. And I'm like, nah, just swiping. I got my sweat. All right, I'm just off with your heads. Keep moving, keep it moving. We see you. King Solomon was a real king and he was wise because he learned from each of many of his wives. Men and women, we're supposed to balance each other. But you want to hear something funny? Hi, I'm from Canada. Someone all right, I'm gonna say this. Do I have to say this? All right, I'm just someone called me a nigger the other day. I go, excuse me? Okay, so you're racist. Who the is racist anymore? Like there's there's one type of person I'm like, Anything evil. I don't care color, this, that, you're either good or you're not. You're either on this side of the track or this, right? So I said, you don't like strong black. You call me that. It was dumb. Like, it was just dumb. It was stupid. Here, I'm just telling you a story what happened to me last week. We don't care what you do one more. Okay. We don't give a fuck about witchcraft. Which of your gifts, your crafts, are you using for good or bad? Who created, the English language? What are you doing? People have become more and more stupid. They're dumb. So basically, I don't care. So that I said, so you just call me that, and then I'm done. I'm not gonna go into all that, but educate yourselves. There's so many people want to sit there and project and talk shit and like think they know everything. Listen, so everyone who knows everything, you know nothing. I sure don't. I'm learning every day, and that's part of, you know, the Rubik's cube I'm working on physically, mentally, emotionally. But it's kind of like a seed. So if you have seeds in the front, so you got some plants in the front, plants in the back, but you only water the front plants, the back ones are gonna die. You see where that goes in all areas of your life. So that's what that is. Water your seeds in your life every day. If you can neglect some, you can be stuck on empty. NWA. NW. Is she into tarot? Am I in the tarot? I don't know. It's a mystery. 4353 353. Think I might be out of here. Maybe. We don't know. Are you guys in a group trying to piss me off? That's not gonna work. So go find someone on a lower frequency. I'm already evolved. I'm aligned. Can't fuck with it. So got that hit back, that hit back. Spirit wants his lip back. His lick back. I will. Dreamsicles. Ugh. Don't get me started on churches. Cyberbullies. Cyberbullies. Walking down the street. Cyberbullies. That's all you can do because no one wants to hang out with you. Maybe you guys could take a shower with that tooth gap. Big bull. Ooh, they're like, Lord help me. You're crusty and you're weird. And they're like, no, I'm not a cheater and a deceiver. Constipated and crabby. Oh, cyberbullies fucking because they're blocked. I've been saving jokes and fixing. Oh, I'm Muslim, not bully. I didn't call you bully. I'm a woman of X, so she used her gifts for bad. So she's on which side? The dark side? Okay. Well, light always wins because love is strong frequency. So her loss. Bah, I am Spartan. What is that from 300? Kick her in the hole, let it be a hole. We moving up. Thank you. And hugs. What's the 50, 50? Okay. There is 45, 54. And actually, these numbers aren't even real. Mental peace is constant battle, tug of war between a dead past of a future. What you speak is you look musty. Huh? No one asks for your opinion, nobody cares. Anyways, yawn. What was I gonna say? I believe I believe you know, I believe in everyone needs to stop worrying about other people and judging and envy or coveting or neglecting themselves and not facing the shit that needs to be done because we all, I don't care who you are, happy, healthy, safe, protected, provided for, abundant in every area of your life, right? We all want that. It's like a fart in a courtroom. So here's how it works. Quit being fake busy. Here's knowledge from God. Okay? Or Jesus, but actually there's no J's back then. That's why Yeshua. So it's time to release unhealthy habits. So whether it's you know, way of doing things, way of, forgetting a certain area of your life. And I'll explain this later because I've been talking nonstop. Why are you so cute? Why are you so cute? Oh, my cute cats. Anyways, it's time for us to rebuild. Oh, also, there's gonna be a quick change, earthquake. So if you could start a side hustle, what would it be? After, and don't let blockages. So they created blockages to, you know, make you self-doubt or fear or I can't. Can't? Ooh, let me read this. Can't is not a word, and that's my favorite poem by William J. Bennett. You know, look it up. I'm not gonna read it. In the book Virtues, I used to listen to that growing up. Little T is about 12 feet tall. 12 feet tall. Little little T. Little T ain't little anymore. He don't even fit through the front door. You're a healer once you learn how to heal yourself. You know? Like you get like so, I coach, trainer, this and that too. Like, but also in my life too, spiritually, and I wouldn't be able to sit here and talk and help y'all. And I'm still here and God put me in this position. And if I didn't feel it all, if I didn't go through it and I did it by myself, I had nobody holding my hand. Should I had everything coming against me. But I kept it moving and I kept going and I had faith and you know, I kept my heart good through it all. Mhm. It was not easy at all. But I show up and I showed up and I showed up and I showed up and I dressed what I need to and I still do every day. And I continue, to pour into myself so this ain't empty, working on all areas of my life, right? And shit, I'll check myself, just like, all the years of training, you know, and also being a coach, you know, I still check myself on that shit. It's constant and it's constant in all areas of your life. So anyone to say that this is what it is. Hey, what works for you might not work for that person. We are all different. And that's the beauty of all of us. People stop taking people for granted. You can't buy another person, and we all have different gifts and strengths. And stop, you got to drop your ego. God, the most higher, your higher self, whatever. Everybody needs something, right? I say this you could take away my eyesight, my hearing, everything. Why are you so cute, Nils? I gotta take a picture. I'm about to end this live just so I can take a picture. What? Anyways, you could take that away, all this away. I could walk into a room. I know how I feel. So once, um, I'm at peace all the time, no matter what's going on. Shit bothers me. This, you know, everyday life happens. It's part of, this life. But I'm still always grounded and at peace. Now, it wasn't always like that. Constantly had people coming in by the freaking buckets, you know? Fucking let's go fuck with her. Bring them in. But I cut all that shit out. Friends, family, what I don't give a fuck what title. If it does not serve me, it's not good for me. I gotta go. Right? What I had to learn was to say no, and it wasn't that I was doing wrong to people. You know what I wanted to sing. Uh, you know, I just I do what I gotta do. Um, so anyways, what was I talking about? I what was I gonna say about that? Three. I reminds me three. Solar flax, fire, yellow. It's time to organize, guys. Also I'm getting like lemons, something with lemons, so I'm smelling lemons. Something to do with lemon. Why are you so cute? Why are you so cute? Take a smoke. I will take a smoke. I need a smoke. I need a drink too. My two sip. If everyone just built themselves, worried about themselves, right? We would solve a lot of shit, man. I'm good. How are you guys? 4662 10 8 7 6 5 10 10. Hmm, I think I'm done. I didn't explain everything. There's a lot of talking non-stop. I'm on a spectrum. I don't know. I'm my own me. I'm not compared to others. None of us are. We're our own person. So that's where the world's teachings are false. Numbers. Who are you? Who are this? I'm not you. You ain't me. And that's the problem with copycats. They're trying to copy. Do you know who you are? I don't care what anyone's gonna rate me. I know who I am. That's a god in me. I don't know. Do you? Do what's best for you. I'm gonna pull a few cards. What I'm getting, okay, someone who may ghost you, and see, a lot of people are like, don't make any quick decisions. Hmm, tomorrow, something about Wednesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Sit on it. Tomorrow, I feel like it's then take your magnesium. Start eating better. Go poop. Um, today's Monday. I feel like today's teeter totter. People in the feelings. Tuesday. Don't make any quick decisions. Get up, clean your house. Something with lemons. Just clean the fuck out of your house. And that's like godliness, cleanliness. So I thank you for sharing your time. Thank you. It's Tuesday? No, that's not gonna say it. So yeah, okay. So if it's Tuesday, start cleaning. Get your mop, get your broom, start cleaning. Get something with lemon in it. Vacuum clean. Scrub shit down. Get your house clean. Your environment clean. Where did that thing go? Clean. Clean. Okay? Alright. So if you don't appreciate what you got, why you deserve anything at all. Okay. 9. Um Wednesday's third Tuesday, clean. Wednesday, sit on your decision. Do what you want. 506, 406. Thursday, don't get in your head too much. It might be you versus you. So it might be shadow stuff popping up. Friday. It's Friday. uh somebody could be calling you. Yeah, you see through the bullshit. They're in bad health. You could be dealing with someone who might be intoxicated. They're just all up in their feels trying to come back. Um, just rebuke it. You're trying to invade your privacy. It's time to get creative. What the? Yep. See you against you, fools. Stop projecting on everyone. We're just gonna solve the earthly fucking war. What is it good for? Let's get to the raw truth. Let's strip it down. Let's go back to the basics. It all starts with you. Build your house strong. Quit blaming others. Hmm? They are who they are. They do what they do. You either, what you allow will continue, or, you know, you're not healed. You're codependent on something that they have to offer. So you don't have the strength to walk away because there's something unhealed and something that you're lacking. So you're not addressing your truth stuff. We're looking at that. So pour everything into yourself, because if you want to be the best, when you love yourself, then you can love everyone. You cannot be in a healthy relation if you do not love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. Why do you think you see people in bad marriages, people just cheating, or people, they I don't care. It doesn't have to be like, married. It could be just in general. If you're not loving yourself, you can't love anybody else. You don't respect them. There's no communication, there's no listening, there's no nothing, right? So equal give and take. So regardless, if people cannot respect your boundaries, if there's no communication, why are they here? Because it's taking up your energy. They don't respect you. They're going to keep calling you. They're going to keep pushing buttons. They're going to keep projecting. They keep doing this and that because they don't respect your house. And what is your house? You. So when they come up to you spiritually attacking, which is spiritual attacking, you pissing me the fuck off. You're attacking my spirit, right? For no fucking reason. Some people do it for no fucking reason. Hmm? You know, that's a spiritual attack. Slice, slice, they gotta go. Or you keep them around, but then when people keep them around, it's why? Because we're making excuses. Oh, well, this and that. I've been there, done that. You know what I mean? Why? Because why? Head over heart decisions, right? Be humble, sit down. There's something to gain in humility. And they try to put, and this is what the government, ow, I sit on my foot weird. Anyways, um, make sure what you dish out, you can handle it back. Because that shit's like karma's come like this. And what's karma? It's a lesson. So basically, treat others the way you want to be treated, right? And what you dish out, you're gonna have to eat it. Yeah, now they're breathing. You gotta eat what you dish out. You gotta eat the whole fucking trough. I don't care how many people are involved. A spiritual lawyer said that. So in 24 hours, yes, I'm happy in my life. Reality is what you make it. I'm done talking. I'm done talking. There's a skunk in the backyard and I smell it. um, I'm gonna post this book, and I said I was gonna post it the other day. I forgot. Say it. Remember who you are. Remember you're strong. I know a lot of people are going through stuff right now. There's a whole bunch of illusions. They're trying to keep your frequency down. Quit watching the bullshit on TV. You know what I mean? Find a substitute option. Replace something that you're trying to get rid of that you know is not good for you. It might be self-talk. I support the Most High. I don't even vote. Ain't nobody got control over me. Here the politics come. You know what? The trolls came, then the religious people, and here comes politics. One by one. Hey, I just knocked the tower down. You know the Tower of Babel, Tower of blah blah, Tower of Ego. There's no ego allowed up in here, okay? All right. Faded event. So, bounce, give me sword. Y'all, fear is an illusion disturbing your peace. How you kill a demon, you look straight at it and you dress that hoe, bitch, move. Or you just starve it. You know, how do you kill a parasite? How you kill a demon, you starve it. How you kill cancer, you starve it. All sicknesses are created within. It's the energy. What frequency are you on? You manifest that shit. What you speak is, what you say is, what you think about is. You create your own. You want to come here and have a human experience. So what you put out there, oh no, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't deserve that, I'm this, I'm that. Then that's what you are. You put it out there. So that's what the universe is going to give you. You put it out there. What you speak is, you speak, this is your sword, life or death. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. So speak life into yourself. When you speak life, you have to think life, drop it like it's hot. Speak life, think life, do it, water your seeds. So you're telling me, okay, so you're telling me, so say you have a plant right here, and you're like, I planted this seed, right? I don't give a fuck if anyone likes the flower that I picked to, you know, to water. Take this as in all areas of your life. Okay, I'm just using this as an example. Okay. Borderline. Anyways, fork knife. If you don't water that seed, it's gonna die. So basically, there's so much bullshit. Fake, just frequency, TV, radio, music, brain dead, brain dead, brain dead. I'm gonna pour water on a. What do we do with no phones growing up, man? Look, I'm 44 years old. They couldn't get me in the house when I was a kid. Outside playing. If I took everybody's phones away, and you couldn't have it, what are you gonna do? Might freak out, but if you know you're not gonna get it, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go outside. You can go pick up that project you've been putting off. Maybe start talking to people. Maybe, I don't know, go within, right? You know, my mom used to say, she's like, if you swallow and watermelon seeds, if you swallow a black seed, you're gonna have a black baby. Swallow a white seed, you're gonna have a white baby. I said, I want no babies. What's that got to do with anything? I don't fucking know. It's not true. I'm not gonna grow watermelon. They're all jumping off a bridge. Are you? What did they say? Like, use your discernment, people. Oh no, there's demons in a community. Nobody's scared of a demon. Last time I checked, they're dumb. Keep it moving. Be a man. Hey guys, hey men, hey women. You know, it's crazy, and a lot of the guys nowadays, they can't handle, you know, a woman in her masculine. But that's actually all of us, men and women, we have to master our feminine and masculine side that's balanced, you know. But, you know, because like I say, the healing, you know, we're like me, a lot of times I'm more on my masculine side because I'm used to doing shit on my own and, you know, protecting myself and this and that because I'm forced into that. But if people actually balance both the yin and yang, which is your twin flame is you, yourself, yourself, your higher self, yourself. You balance that. That's Libra energy. You balance. There's a time, and that's called emotional intelligence and mastering yourself and constantly learning and, whatever. I'm not going to get into all this, but that is when you're fully bah, aligned. North Node. We have both, right? But everyone thinks they know everything. I think I'm gonna get off here and talking nonstop. You guys want me to pull some cards? People got bad legal issues, as above, so below. So people are doing fucking weird shit down here. Quit worrying about them. Right. hmm Look, the people want most control of no control. It's find your balance, bitches. We ain't nobody in competition with nobody. There's only one use. And don't, that's what I was, go back to it. Start that side hustle. What do you love to do? Start doing nothing stupid and don't listen to nobody. Just because they don't see it don't mean, that's not their path. Create that, invention. Start writing, start building. Now it's time to build. Or start getting rid of shit that no longer serves you. You know what I mean? Do what you gotta do. Start being creative. And go meet people. Fear is an illusion. So we're not doing that. Go out, talk to people, you know, tell the universe what you want. Cheating's a choice, not a mistake. Maybe people are just cheating on them damn selves. Quit cheating yourself out of, you know what I mean? And guys, that's something like I had to get through and I had to learn through from. Like, why are they cheating? Because you know what cheaters do? And I'm talking about, it doesn't even have to be in relationships, just cheating, you know, hoarders. People just looking for outside stuff because they're not full inside. You know what I mean? I see, that one has a nice butt. I'm just gonna use this as an example. That one is then you cursed yourself. Who cares? Quit cursing yourself. So anyways, that one has nice butt. That one has good financial stuff. Oh, this one has this, that. Looking in all different women, to find something. I like that and that. But you could find a woman with all of it who has all those characteristics, but it's not going to be on the same frequency, equally yoked to meet her or switch around him. Okay. If you don't have that within yourself, right? You get what I'm saying? Just do it. Jackie. Jacqueline. Oh, I could write a book on how to block. 1-800 block. You could ask anybody. And the friends that I still have right now, I've even blocked them before and unblocked them. That's the truth. It's like, okay, so when they say equally yoked, it's like same frequency. So you, someone who's slow, which you mean like they're just not comprehending. So, like, when I say you're trying to have a conversation and it's like, okay, you're a full grown adult. You can't have an adult conversation with a kindergartner, right? You're not on the same level. The same goes with other people. So it's like quit making excuses that they don't understand. I'm not doing that. I'm out of here. So I think I'm gonna come on here more. We'll see. If you guys like to donate, my cash app's linked in the description box. or just hit the like. It keeps the channel going. Okay. And the energy comes back to you. So whatever you put out, just hit the like. That will come back to you. Bless you. I will. I'm just gonna pull a few cards and then I'm out of here. Shedding. So we're in the year of the fire horse. Just pull this out. But following year was the year of snake. So I pulled this card. You're starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and medicine. But this also means, hey, um, some of you guys are going through ascension. So yeah. So you have a choice where you invest. And I'm not reading these right now. I'm just looking at the pictures and when I'm filling on this. So your investments here, which I showed you on the Rubik's Cube, you know, think. So if you invest in each area, so say like you had envelopes, you got different envelopes and you're like, you know what, I'm trying to work on my financial, I'm saving up for this, whatever it is. So you get your paycheck and you put, no matter what, I'm putting, I don't know, $20 in an envelope. Just say that it's just bam going in there. Whatever, I don't know what y'all make, but it could be $2, it could be 2,000, whatever it is. Okay, so I'm putting this in this envelope. This is going in my savings envelope. Okay, so I'm trying to pay this off or I'm saving up for this. Put your seed, so meaning money is a frequency. So we're in this world, not of it, but we also have to balance both. We have to master both, right? Some people are too in the spiritual that they neglect the material. So we have to do both. So get your envelopes out, y'all. Okay. Say you have this bill and it looks so big. Just use an example because I feel like they try to take a lot in financial, so the more financial debt you clear up here, it frees you also in the ethers, right? So, okay, I got this bill. And so, like, fuck, look, I've done it. Like, this is, I'm just gonna ignore it. Look, file bankruptcy if you need to. New begin. I don't give a fuck what no one says. If you need to file bankruptcy, fucking file bankruptcy. Start the fuck over. Get secured loans. You'll build your shit up even quicker. Anyways, or get your envelopes out and put a little bit each day. Some people like, I can't go to the gym. I can't afford it. Or I can't afford this and that. Well, put money away and then maybe like right now is the time to structure. So like let's get a book, write out each day. Make your weakness your strength. Okay, you don't have time to work out. Said hell you. So why don't you get up and do it and write it that you're doing that first? I don't care. Pick something and start with that. And it's not, it doesn't have to be, and that's the problem. Everyone's like, if they start in a business or, you know, they just want to jump into everything. They think it's just gonna be, no, you can't skip levels. You have to start from the bottom. And even if you used to be at the top and you fell down, you got to climb back up. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We ain't no, and that's the thing when people like, you know, they try to fuck them because anyone who's talking shit or trying to discourage you, they don't even belong in your life. So, I mean, slice, because right now is the time to cut tie. What direction are you going to? Do you want to start your new beginning? Because, when it all falls down to the ground, guess what? You get to build it back up. That is the reason we came down to Earth. And we all have the same purpose. We all wanted to live a human experience and we wanted to feel how it is to face every fear, every emotion. And some of us master it, some of us don't. But it's to love yourself. And that's God. When you have God is love, and that's the strongest frequency. So when you have Christ like consciousness, right? And trust me, we all human here. None of us and there's only one me, there's only one you. Copycats, copy. They don't even know who they are. That's sad. Let them copy. But they can't do that. They can't do you. People can copy all they want. They ain't you. People are sick of fake. We see through that shit. So right now is the time. Yeah, pay attention to signs, man. Cut ties. It's do you, boo boo. You and guys, quit being jealous of other people. We are all different. If we all work together and learn from each other, like what if you have a problem with someone else, if someone else is so happy or something, they're in a happy marriage or they're, handsome, pretty, or they're just doing really well for themselves. The real issue is why does that bother you? Because the only person that would bother you, the only person that would bother. So look at the areas which you're hating on other people. Hmm? That's the areas you need to heal within yourself. Heal that shit. Or go to them like, you know what? I You're really successful. You built your business from the ground. How'd you do it? You know what I mean? Or like, how did you get from A to B? Right? So that's the problem with people. They out there, you know, where's the phone? They out there hating on people, but the only thing you're doing is hurting yourself because those people are the ones with the knowledge that you know, just pour into yourself, build yourself. You can do whatever you want to do. We got the tools. We all got the tools. You got the gift. But if you're too focused on other people, you don't know who the fuck you are. Wake up, man. Moon, moon, two moons. Hello, moon. One, two, three. I'm seeing four. I'm seeing moons. I'm seeing circle, circle. That. Watch me do the robot. Fuck robots. Let's use their minds, man. So there's nothing wrong with, you know, because they're like the internet's the devil. Everything can be the devil. Money is not the root of all evil. It's what you do with it. Who's the person holding it, and what are your intentions behind it? Just like everything else. What the fuck are you using the tools around you for? And then people are like, that's that's don't project onto me just because you think that is that. That must be your issue. Not mine. Just telling on yourself. You know what I mean? Go educate yourself, sit the fuck down, and worry about your damn self. So I think I'm out of here. I'm off tomorrow. Birds are chirping. Those who trust in the Most High will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. Isaiah 40:31. God has many names. He's got many nicknames. Da, da, da. It's the intentions behind it. Like I said, if I couldn't hear, if I couldn't see nothing, I can feel, and I feel energy. You feel spirit. So that's what I'm saying. Use your discernment. Quit listening to what people, their spell work, what they speak or what you see. Look what I got, but okay, what's energy? Shut it all down. How do you feel? That's your answer. Show me. Show me. Because you know what peace is. If you're with somebody, any person, and you leave that person feeling anxiety or just all confused and angry or whatever it is, that's not from God. That's not on a high frequency. But when you know what I mean, you know the difference. We all know the difference. You eat a fucking here, guys. You want to eat a fucking thing of shit, or do you want a fucking steak dinner and a home cooked meal, really good, or do you want to eat a fucking pile of shit? I mean, obviously, right and wrong. Everybody does, or not. Would you eat? Money is an energy. Money is energy. And here's the thing too with manifesting. Thank you for I'm gonna walk out my front door. Thank you for blessing with me everything that I need. You know, speak what you want. What you speak is. So a lot of times worry and fear comes in because that's blocking your manifestations to speak what you want and go get it. Or maybe it'll just come to you. Wake up. Anyways, I can tell that later. And pull what day is today? Today's oh it is. Let's see. Hi. Go get it. Or it'll come to you. If you guys may have been feeling stuck for a while, um, that blockage is being removed. You got cash coming in, the good work you've done, raises, bonuses, prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. The more you grow, shit's just so if you feel trapped in your current situation, but you do have an option, look for another job while keeping so that even means and it's not just with the job. It could be stuck in any part of your life, you know? Remember, you are the gifts. Perspective. Pay attention to birds too. Dude, what was that? Hold on. Perspective. If you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light. That'll help you get where you want to be. And that's freedom. Look, I just said pay attention, birds. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. So, okay, not all of us. I mean, just fuck it. We have to work, but if it's some of y'all love your jobs, you're doing what you want to do. Saving face. You may need to grin and bear it to maintain respect and keep your job, or you need to smile and make nice to get the position you want. So, um, illumination, something hidden is coming to light now. You find out about new jobs, opportunities, options. Someone lends you a helping hand. And the more you and this just ain't about, work. It's all areas of your life. So, some if you're connected to the wrong people, what's going on my hair? Um and it doesn't have to be that. You'd be like, I cut everyone out. It could be just the way you're thinking, your self limitations. What you put out, you get back. But what I said, the seeds that you plant. So if there's something you want to do or just an even idea and shit, don't have to you could change your mind. You are the creator. The creator's within you. You create your own life. But when you let other people, they want to come in and try to, create your own life. No, bitch, this is my book and nowhere in it says created by you. It's from me. Mhm. You know? So, but like I said, we address some hoes. They have no authority, they gotta go or just, starve it. I've been talking for 123 minutes. I'm out of here. I love you guys. Oh, yes, thank you. So it's time to make a step by step. Yeah, many choice. So you have options, even if you don't see them right now. Get creative and look around. A little card for you. We already know that. A strategy. You need to take a step by step plan of attack to reach next level. Get the advice from someone who is already where you want to go, and that's what I said. Okay. Or make a plan. If you go into a gym, you're not just gonna go in there, here I keep saying I'm getting tired. I'm repeating myself. You have to educate yourself and you have to go in and you have to build that muscle. You can't just go in there lifting the same as someone who is an athlete their whole life. You have to go and do the work just like they did. They went and showed up, fell on their face, da da da, tired, whatever. Showed up. But it's all how you look at it, perspective. I get to do this. I'm pouring it into me. I need a strong body to carry my strong vessel. Just, you can't. You're gonna see people walking around all busted and crusted because a strong spirit cannot live in a unhealthy body. Period. Get this root, and it all comes from what? Fourth house, heart chakra. If you don't love yourself, then what the fuck are you getting up for? Because ain't nobody getting up for you, but you. Hmm? It's all about that base, that root chakra. All about everything. I'm gonna go over this a different day and explain it. I think that's it. So I don't even know what I just said. So innovation, you'll need to come up with a new strategies to keep your plans in motion. Old ways are outdated, invented, created, and test ideas. Don't you need this for that? If you're good at something, then just go fucking do it. Start your own business. All the bullshit's getting shut. You know, it's gonna be by barter. It's gonna be back to base. So start putting your money where it belongs. Save your money. Quit giving those who don't deserve it. Give to those, if you pour out into the right people, it's gonna come back. You know what I mean? You're blessing the right people. If you get to the wrong people, it's like throwing money in the pit. And not even people, it's like into the wrong areas of your life, which we all know we do. We all different, right? So, um, everything they tried to do is going back to them. A secret cult. What? They're confused about your strength? They're unhealed, crusty, and sick, and they need to go cleanse and balance that shit out. An ex lover is with an ex lover, and they've been laying together. Elemental P. I don't know what that means. Ooh. Here's a flower, though, so that's nice. Fixed on you, disturbing obsession, trying to destroy what they can't touch. That's right. Can't touch this. Why am I hearing, I need a hero? Because how's it song go? Because yeah. So some of me trauma buying, God's moving me forward. Something about Psalm 35. Time has come to make a decision what you're gonna do. Um, be careful because people they want you to look the way they want you to. We can't. Y'all do you. 9 mil hose. We don't care. These people have lost their minds and they're under judgment. But listen, I need a hero. What is it? Because I don't even know the words. I don't know. They're trying to put blockages in every area of your life. Evil losers. Your spirit guides and God is protecting you about to backfire horribly. Okay? They can't touch you when you build your house strong. Keep it moving. They got their rituals trying to poke the bear. Well, you can't fuck with anybody who has a ritual of getting up and I'm going to my work or I'm doing this. I get up and I meditate or I'm going to I gotta go to work, I gotta work out, I gotta cook, I gotta take care of my stuff, I protect my peace. You can't. You got your schedule, and if you just don't fit in, I just don't have. Is there demons that live in here? No, don't. Don't have any, no, and bullshit. Copycat spell work, fraud, queen. Who wanted you out the way? It doesn't matter. 0 to 100 real quick, Spirit said. They're watching it. We don't care. So you know what I do? I'm like this. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. This. I'm gonna let you handle it, and I'm gonna focus on what I need to do. What's for me is for me. It's always going to be footloose. Kick of your Sunday shoes, Jack. Kick back. Jack, kick back. No, it's not that. What's that one? I haven't heard this song before. I need a. Oh my god. Why don't you be your own freaking hero? Alright. I'm weird. Go to bed. I'm hungry. It's 4:42. I'm going to bed. I don't know what this is. Life, stability, protection to art. Love God. I keep my problems. Are you one protected, love? You are. This is. You can do you. I do me, you do you. Kick off your Sunday shoes. I'm gonna kick myself off of YouTube. I'm pooping out. Thank you, Julius. Um, well, Spirit wants to lick back. Keep building. Watch your thoughts. Protect your peace. Pour into yourself. And it all starts with the envelope. It starts with the seed, which you pour into yourself every day, even if it's little. I don't care. You're welcome. Thank you. Bye, guys.